We're about to lose one. Get the intruder.
Copy. We're almost there.
Security breach.
Attacking the area.
Security breach.
Shit, I've got movement. Where? Everywhere. Contact!
Yo, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back. It is, of course, Wyatt one more time. Old Hertz. Back with a little more Spies versus Mercs action. SvM Blacklist game mode here one more time. This time it is the, well, you see it, the Lebanese hospital. The shit is ablaze. The joint's on fire. The roof, in particular, yes, the roof is on. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to inspect it with my drone, though. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Anyway, welcome back, guys. Good to have you here. And ladies, for that matter. The Lebanese hospital, SvM Blacklist. And this is my UAV suit build. I'm pretty sure you've seen this build before. You know what? I haven't really gotten a lot, looking back, kind of thinking back to the videos I've released. Haven't really done a lot of the UAV suit. And on top of that, I haven't gotten much footage up here of the Lebanese hospital. So this is kind of nice, Now, however, with this loadout, let's do a rundown. This loadout in particular, despite me changing around my adrenaline suit and swapping out some weapons and gadgets with my disruptor suit, this loadout has stayed pretty well the same for quite a while, simply because I'm aware of the fact that I haven't released a lot of footage of the Ace, but it is the Ace, the UAV suit. I've got the acoustic targeting, the ATS vision, the acoustic, the acoustic targeting system here as my my detection, my vision mode, So picking up sounds, etc. That was a really close kill. Could have gone either way there. The man was completely invisible to me. Had I not heard the footsteps, I wouldn't have known to shoot. I felt danger. Yes, danger, Will Robinson, danger. Yes. Anyway, what was that? What did I say? I don't know. I'm losing it, people. Anyway, a quick charge into the C sector where they have this hack going. I'll get to the loadout here shortly. I'm playing it a little patiently here. I don't want to lose my hold in the sector because, as you can see, a lot of the team has been eradicated from the area. Nobody's really back here. Merrick is just moving in. And now here we go. Now reinforcements are starting to arrive. Breaking guy is slowly creeping up. And I didn't want to, get my neck snapped and completely lose any presence in the room, So just playing it a little cautiously. I knew I had a little time, and there we go. I saw the shadow. I saw the little bit of motion, confirmed with the cough. And you can actually see the sound bar across the bottom of my screen representing the vision, So that's kind of cool. I like that. And of course, it's the same for the motion tracking is located down there. So is the RFD kind of pulse is at the bottom of the screen there. But I like the way it looks for the ATS. I should probably use this vision mode a little bit more. But anyway, the loadout, we shut down that hack. The loadout, the Ace, I'm not really sure what I have on this weapon. I designed it so long ago, but you can see the hollow sights on there. That's a given. The acoustic targeting system, the UAV suit. I have got enhanced detection on here, right? For the vision. Armored gloves are in there. The running shoes, my VX gas, and I've got the faster movement pants. Now, I did hear from somebody. Somebody told me that the faster movement pants don't actually work. And that could very well be true. I'm not, I've actually removed them from my other two loadouts because, well, it didn't seem to make a difference. Despite losing a couple of bars to my speed, didn't really feel it, So maybe they don't work. The one thing that I kind of remember, though, was that if you look at the description, I think, and don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure, if you look at the description under the faster movement pants, I think it says that it will allow you to move faster when carrying heavy weapons, and I think the heavy weapon in this instance is the drone strapped to my back. So that's why I left that was my reasoning behind leaving the faster movement pants in this loadout. I should probably test it and see if it actually makes a difference or not, or if somebody knows for sure 100% and just knows better, let me know, Let us know in a comment. Clarify it for us. I'm having a rough go here, despite really shutting down the rest of the team. I have not been, I've had no success in tracking down this hacker, and I had to play it a little cautiously there. You creep up, when I was up on that, the back hallway on the second level, you creep up to that window at the wrong time, and you're gonna get dragged out of there, by the scruff of your neck, right? Somebody's gonna yank you out of there. And here we go. Really, at 95%, there's nothing that's gonna be done at this point. We'd have to catch a really lucky break. And the man gets away scot-free, and I think the hacker was actually Bacteria, the guy Bacteria on the other team. And I think he's already left the area via this hallway right here, as I do run into him right here. Now, I could be wrong, but that's what it felt like. I think he was probably posted up just on the perimeter, right by that hallway doorway, you know, at the edge of the A sector, where I don't think anybody bothered to check, you know. I think that's where he ended up, and he just made a quick exit once the hack was complete. So here we go. You can see somebody's rocking out that intel suit right now. Get me on radar quite a few times. Quite a few times. Now, I do have a spy pressing in on me. He misses a zabbity zap right there. You can see that vision mode well lit up, and I just say, screw it! Screw it, I'm moving, and I'm going to put you down. And Photrex, between Photrex and Bacteria, they were probably the two guys to watch out for on the other team, you know? Competition seemed a little light as far as ranks go, but again, as I think it was, you know, made mention by Smasho in a previous video in a comment, you know, you can never be too sure, and I say that often enough. You can never be too sure if guys have reset their ranks or not, you know. So you know, you can't always gauge skill level simply by rank. You just have to play against them. You don't truly know someone until you fight them. Yes, 100 points to whoever names the movie that quote is from. Yes, and who said it? To who? There we go. That's your homework for the day, people. Anyway, I'm losing focus. We're holding things on lockdown. You know what? I'm kind of glad that we lost the A terminal. I mean, I put up a good fight over there. I really did. Like I said, I dismantled the defensive forces. I just couldn't find the hacker. But I like that when I start as a Merc, when my team starts as a Merc, it's always nice to have to work for it as the spy. You know, I always hate the short rounds. I'm not a big fan of them. You know, where, okay, one terminal's gonna win it, you know. But anyway, I don't know what drew me back here with the drone. I was gonna send it deep, but I think what basically kept it here was I saw the rest of the team is all packed on the B terminal. So I thought, well, I better just watch my back here, you know. There doesn't seem to be much action over there. And it was a good thing I did. It was a good thing I did. I lost the drone, but I was certainly alerted to the spy presence. Some real panicky fire coming out of it, though. Missed almost every round of that clip, and eventually had to go in for the slice and dice on Bacteria, but he was, of course, backed up there by Photrex, and he avenged his fallen comrade there and put me down, slit my throat, and left me to die at a pool of my own blood, yes. There we go. So, I'm amazed that the hack wasn't actually picked up. Merrick doing a little... God damn, he stacked up the corpses. If you're looking at that upper right-hand corner, Merrick stacked up the corpses in that VX gas cloud that he laid down, putting down both Ascanio and I think I'm not sure what the other guy's name was, CVP or something like that. But anyway, I was kind of surprised that Photrex didn't get the hack going in here. And I know there's a presence. I know there's still somebody over here. I find Photrex, who apparently had opted to put up a perimeter. Didn't feel confident enough, perhaps. Wasn't comfortable bringing in the hack. Figured maybe somebody else would be better suited for it, like Bacteria, who pulled in the first one. And that is who I believe has it right now. And that's him right there. You saw him right there, the lower level of the screen. He's moved now. There he is. He's just lingering. He's hanging out of that front door, and he does a little bit of work. He does a little bit of work, but the breaking guy, I mean, we were coming in. Apparently, the team was entering that front door with the numbers, you know, strong, united. And Bacteria put one guy down, but he didn't last long after that. You can see a new wave is creeping in, trying to creep in on the perimeter here. I just can't quite get the shot lined up, you know. And eventually, at least I alerted my team to the presence with all the firing that I was doing. Bringing out the drone, they get this hack going on B really quickly. Obviously a spawn, you know, spawning, coming right in, somebody made a quick charge for that terminal. Getting a little creative, a little tricky with my drone path. Putting on a show, you know. Actually controlling it pretty nicely, considering, you know, doing some quick, well, except for that. And of course that, when it really counted, completely blew it. And, well, at least I chased him out of the shadows, you know, and into the... well, down onto the ground level. Not sure if he was the hacker or not. But there we go. And I come charging in. We got a thick presence here. Photrex the hacker right now. Carrying it close. Getting close to the halfway point. But I don't think he's going to get much more than that. Because I think he gets spotted here shortly. Time winding down. We're within a minute left now. Things are looking pretty good. You know, they actually did a pretty good job of bringing in some intel at this point. 1.5 terminals, you know. So we have our work cut out for us. We still have to be able to hold them off at this point. I did drop the VX gas. Always a smart play, you know, protecting the terminal, especially when you're in that last minute, especially once they already have half the intel in. You know, you don't want them getting much more. You don't want to make your challenge too out of reach, right? You don't want to be having to hit one out of the park to bring in victory, to bring home victory. Now, Bacteria, you know, this guy, between him and Photrex, there was some really close exchanges, you know, especially with Bacteria. A couple of times with him. Right there, you know, it almost could have gone either way there. He got a good, nice little smoke cloud down. Was putting some great blind fire through his cloud. Actually, it probably wasn't blind fire. I would imagine he had his vision mode cranked on. You know, and I countered it with a little VX gas. You know, got him coughing up a little blood, and decided that was my opportunity to push into the room. You know, because not only was it he coughing up a little blood, I'm sure it was what's the word I'm looking for? Distorting his vision a little bit, you know. But anyway, there we go. 1 defend for me, 13 and 2, pretty solid numbers coming in. You noticed Bacteria left the game. Photrex is also going to leave here, but he actually returned. So, you know what? Those two guys were really the big players, the guys that were performing the best, and it really doesn't show it at the end of the round because, well, Bacteria's gone, and Photrex, well, his numbers got reset once he rejoined, you know? So I don't know what the hell they were doing. I guess they only wanted to play as the spy, right? And unlucky for Photrex, well, he came right back into the same game. Looks good on you, sir. There he is. There he is, joining up right now, you know? So anyway, I make a quick mad dash here for C, but with an approaching Merc hot on my heels, I decide I'm just going to post up here. Might as well do the little slicing and dicing, put down the rookie, CPV, who I think really was, you know, I know I was talking about it earlier that, you know, sometimes you can't really be too sure if the guy has reset his stats or not, you know. But I really think CPV there, I think he was a rookie. But again, I could be wrong. Anyway, I missed actually hitting that camera, you know. But and then I started hearing some footsteps, breaking guy closing in towards me, and I just didn't feel like pushing my luck, you know. I would have liked to have taken him down, and I'm looking off in the distance here, and I'm wondering, Merrick, Arush, what the hell are you two doing? Get the lead out, gentlemen. Get in here. Breaking guy was at least making an effort, you know. Came in, got gangster's neck, and I have this PFS 12 again, and I'm loving this gun. God damn it, I'm loving it. And it feels so right in my hands, you know. And I really just I post up here. You know, the team is now doing a great job of defending this sector. The Mercs don't do a great job of trying to enter the area. They just keep kind of making the same mistake. You'll see they just keep moving down that one hallway, and they may break in here, but you know, the next snappers are getting all lined up, and of course I'm posted up on the corner putting up some great distraction fire. I mean, it's causing some chaos in that Merc's mind, right? And giving my defenders a better chance of moving in and grabbing a neck and slitting a throat, you know, spilling some blood. So I liked how I played this. I liked how the team played it once they got here. You know, it was a little slow getting Arush and Merrick over here. You know, it was almost as if they were waiting to see the fail come in. You know, didn't want to quite abandon their B sector where they were initially posted up. But anyway, there it is, bringing in the first hack early. Nice to see. You know, plenty of time left, still over 7.5 minutes. I really think we can get this done. And I actually made a smart exit, I thought, out of that area, and I recommend that, you know. If you bring in that successful hack, head for the rafters, head for the crawl space above the ceiling tiles, you know, and get out of there that way. You saw that the rest of the team paid for just kind of running down the hallway. You know, you might as well leave stealthy. Play stealthy and leave stealthy. No sense in dying if you don't need to, you know. And, going back to that, well, I didn't do a full rundown on this loadout, but it's the same loadout that you saw last video that I released with that PFS 12, designed exactly as I, you know, laid it out last video. Came in from a recommendation from Ronald Wynn. Also got the recommendation to use that PFS from Brain Crasher. I should mention that, and I didn't. But other than that, it's Old Faithful. And if you don't know what Old Faithful is on my channel, well, you could probably go back and look through any of the last 6 or 7 videos. I think I'm using Old Faithful in each of them, you know. So there you go. There you go. You can find it there. Anyway, I have a really solid performance here as a spy, you know. Actually, I think when it's all said and done, again, I had a better performance as the spy, and I was just playing a little smarter than I normally do. And again, this comes with that RFD, that knowledge of what the RFD is doing. And look at that, ripping down, just filling Ascanio's face full of lead. That PFS-12 will kill a Merc quickly if you get those. If you can keep it on the head just for about that half a second, it'll rip enough bullets out and put that sucker down. And especially at that range, you know, put him down really quickly. I was quite pleased. And now I just start working the corners, you know, doing a little slicing and dicing. Come in, almost do a little spawn camping here for a minute. You know, they are spawning in here. It's rare that I get like an opportunity, you know, to, I don't usually, I don't know, I mean, you don't usually see it. It's usually a trait given to Mercs. You know, there's some spawn camping that'll happen, but, you know what, I tried to back up a little bit. You see I reposition, and then all of a sudden, here they all are one more time. All three of them. There's 3 of them in there, all spawned in this sector. So, you know, I wouldn't, at this point, you can't really call this spawn camping. You know, they all cleared out. They had the numbers, and one guy trailing, poor Ascanio. God damn, sir. Put him down, and I tried posting up on the corner. Was going to try and put a little fire this way, down the hallway, if one of the Mercs clued in that they lost a man, you know, on the exit from the laboratory. And nobody clued in, so I was free to enter the area, and now I just kind of backed off the spawn. And I figured, you know what, I'll give him a break, let him get in here. At this point, we've kind of won now. You know, we're crossing that 50% mark. I think we only needed 52% to bring in victory. So, we're feeling good now at this point. Merrick bringing in, well, it looks like he's going to bring in the hack. And I'm just kind of guarding the stairwell, you know. Anybody that's going to come up high. You hear a little bit of activity down the ground level. I figure I'm going to come creeping in here, see what I can do. Catch him. This is a great little post-up location. Even when you're hacking, this is a good spot to start at, you know. Or to move to at a later point in the hack. Let guys filter by you. A lot of Mercs won't check that location. It's really tucked away nicely. You see how effective it is. Everybody was just kind of wandering on by. That happens with even some really well-seasoned Mercs as well. A lot of guys will just kind of avoid that, checking that location. And it's not to say that some guys won't, you know. I do it from time to time. I can't say I do it every time I enter this sector as a Merc, but often I will, you know. Because I'm aware of it, because I use it, I guess. That's probably why I do it. Anyway, there you go, guys. Not a super short round, but not a super long one either. We got the job done, bringing in 200% to their 151, and I liked that round. And I went flawless there as the spy. Y'all notice that? Pretty good run there. You know, a couple deaths on the Merc side, but for the most part, I was really pleased with that. And knowing what the RFD is doing, you know, if you noticed, rarely did I actually cloak. I don't think I cloaked at all at those close encounters when I was posted up on a corner, you know. So I've removed that from my game, and hopefully for any of you guys that were suffering from the same ignorance that I was suffering from, that didn't know that the cloak suit was being detected by that RFD vision, hopefully any of you guys that maybe were informed by my video or from somewhere else recently, hopefully you're putting that into effect and putting that into play, putting that into practice. Don't cloak up when you're waiting on a corner getting ready to grab somebody's neck. Chances are, if the guy's got RFD, you're going to give your position away, you know, and that's never a good thing, right? And it gives him a chance to react, you know. But anyway, there we go. Look at the numbers. 1 hack, 1 defend, 21 and 2. Spectacular round. Arush right below me there, 21 and 10. Great numbers there. The breaking guy, even Steven, bringing in 2 defends with a 9 and 10. And Merrick, our other hacker, 1 hack, and pretty well even Steven there as well with a 9 and 11. A good team performance. Now, down on the bottom level, Scanio. Well, I can't really mention anybody, can I? You know, Fotrex, he had much better numbers than that. I think he was 11 and 9 or something at the midway point. And, of course, Bacteria left. So those were really the 2 big performers on the bottom level there. And they both left at one point. Bacteria was never heard from again. I gave him a good dose of, I don't know, ammonia or something. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. Ladies and gents, thank you for coming over, and it's always appreciated when you take time to come and watch my videos. I hope you still enjoy them now. You know, if you've been with me since the beginning of this series or since the beginning of my channel, hopefully you're still finding some enjoyment in what I'm doing here. Hopefully you'll throw me a like, thumb up the video, show a little support, you know. It's always a good thing to do. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. But until then, remember why it hurts, people. Later.